Mr. Chair, as I...
Magandang araw po mga kaibigan. Welcome po dito sa ating mamuting channel, ang Lance TV. Kumusta na po kayo? Kung saan po kayong naroroon ngayon. Dito po sa video na inyong mapapanood ngayon mga kaibigan, dito po pinalawig po ni Congresswoman Franz Castro yung ginawa niyang pag-contempt kay Atty. Zoraida Lopez, instead na imbis na 5 days lang ginawa pang 10 days. Nagkagulo na nga dahil sa ginawa niya, in-extend pa ng dinagdagan pa ng 5 days, ginawa pang 10 days. Kawalang hiya naman talaga, At dito rin po sa video na to mapapanood natin, pinagtanggol po yan ni Congressman Marcoleta, katunayan nagkasagutan na naman sila diyan sa halos buong committee against sa nag-iisang si Congressman Marcoleta, talagang pinagtulungan po siya, pinito border at saka pinaganuan pa na binalaan pa na pag hindi niya nirespeto, samantalang nirespeto naman niya, i-declare daw siya na out of order at palalabasin. Kinwestiyon din ni BP Sara itong pagpapalawig, na sinasabi nila yung mga gawa daw ni Atty. Zoraida Lopez, wala daw due process, pero yung ginagawa din nila wala ring due process, diba? Yung pag hindi nila muna tinignan kung ano yung tawag ito, yung pagsuri ng mga ebidensya, sa kanila sila due process, pero pag sa kanila walang due process. Ayan, panoorin po natin mga kaibigan.
Said doon sa mga kwento na napanood natin sa statement ni BP Sara at saka sa statement ng COS ng OVP. So na-realize natin dito taliwas doon sa kwento nila yung tunay na pangyayari. Of course, pinatunayan niya nung interpellation ni Representative Swansing at saka ni...
Ay syempre one-sided lang Isang side lang ang kinuha niya, hindi niyo kinuha yung sa ibang side. Asan yung due process dun? Tapos nagsasabi kayo wala due process yung ginawa ni Atty. Zoraida pagtanggal dun sa mga empleyado ng OVP at saka ng DepEd. Pero kayo wala ring due process.
Congressman Cohun. So, Mr. Chair, in our last session, just to review, the committee passed my motion to hold Atty. Lopez in contempt under Section 11F of the Rules of...
Meron mo, nung tawag nito, nung matapos na yung session nila at nung naipakontempt na niya si Atty. Zoraida Lopez at ay naproba na ng committee. Fist bump pa sila. Biruin mo yun. Nagtawanan dun sa likod. Grabe talaga yung ginawa nila.
Queries in aid of legislation for undue interference in our proceedings and resolved to detain her for a period of 5 days instead of 10 days or maximum of 10 days.
Malamang ho itong mga video na to napanood nyo na sa ibang mga sa mga news, sa mainstream media o kaya sa ibang vlogger, pero ipi-play pa rin po natin, baka mayroon pa akong hindi nakapanood yan. At kung gusto nyo balikan,
provided for in our Section 12 of the same rule. I must stress also, Mr. Chair, that the totality, just you have said a while ago, the totality of Atty. Lopez's act.
Yung pag-contempt ni Congresswoman Castro, itong representative ng NPA na ito, yun po ang dahilan kung bakit ngayon yung nangyayari ngayong kaguluhan dyan, yung mga pagtitipon dyan sa EDSA, sa BMMC. Yun po ang dahilan, yung pag-contempt niya Nagkagulo na po, pati po yung outburst ni BP Sara, yung mga ginawa niya, sabi nila pinagbantaan daw. Yun ang dahilan.
And conduct warranted a detention of more than 5 days. Considering the totality of her acts of undue interference to the proceedings of this committee and the Congress as a whole,
ang joint interference daw, nagpadala lang naman siya ng sulat na kung maaari, huwag niyo munang ibigay. O huwag niyo ibigay. Kasi hindi man naman tapos yung di ba? Hindi pa tapos yung audit. Sinasagot pa nila yung EOM, Audit Observation Memo. Tapos binigay niyo na sa Congress.
As a whole, she not only admitted writing to the COA.
Mga kababayan, hindi po tayo expert. Nagkukomento lang po tayo base sa mga naririnig natin ng mga sa mga gaya ni Congressman Marcoleta, may mga jurisprudence kasi sila na sinasite, kinukot lang din natin.
In order to suppress or prevent the release of documents, but worse, Mr. Chair, she continued to assert her position during our hearing, as well as in prior correspondences that she sent to his committee in refusing to attend our prior hearings. But by virtue of her conduct, the committee was deprived of invaluable information necessary to allow it to perform its role of crafting legislation for the improvement of the country's system of governance and transparency, Mr. Chair. In fact, she only attended when...
Transparency, wala nga kayong transparency diyan sa Congress, di ba? Sa lang kayo dyan, certification lang, yung hindi kayo ino-audit yan.
A threat of contempt citation loomed large should she fail to comply again with the subpoena duces tecum, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, in view of the what happened during the last 2 days or so, I would like to consider to move for a reconsideration of our resolution insofar as it's limited the period of detention for only 5 days. I move, Mr. Chair, that the period of detention of Attorney Lopez be 10 days instead of 5 days. So move, Mr. Chair. Consider to move for a
10 days, so additional 5 days, tama po ba?
Yes, Mr. Chair, kasi hindi na siya makaka-attend ngayon, talagang so nakita naman natin sa history nung kanyang evasive at...
Kunwari pa yan, tinatanong pa ni Chua, yung chair. Pero alam na nila yun, sila na yung pinag-usapan na yun bago pa yan dyan pumunta dyan.
Attitude, behavior, at itong kinreate niya na sinasabi niya na nagpagsisinungaling niya na hindi naman siya hinaras or hindi naman siya na-barge yung kanyang, yung room ay kasama na po yan. So yung lahat ng mga pangyayari, Mr. Chair. So I repeat, I move to extend the period of contempt of Attorney Zulaika Lopez, Mr. Chair.
Is there a second to the motion? Mr. Chair, Congressman Marcoleta.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Before an action may be taken by the committee, may I know how the totality of evidence was evaluated that merited the contempt order by the chair?
Congresswoman Castro.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to
Mr. Chair, may I
like to
answer?
apprise the board, Mr. Chair,
So,
that in the case
so
of
sino po ang in-acknowledge niya, Ms. Karen,
This
nire-recognize
is
Mr. Chair?
it's a point of information, Mr. Chair. This is something that has to do with the rights
Congressman
of the
Marcoleta.
people. In the court,
Yan, tingnan mo. Pinatayan na nila ng microphone si Congressman Marcoleta. Ayaw talaga nilang pagsalita, pinipigilan po nila yan. Pagkatapos mamaya pag nagpapaliwanag, ito po ito order. Pagkatapos magsalita na naman, titirahin na naman sa kabila. Talaga, saan ang due process niya?
Congressman Marcoleta, let The chair recognizes Congresswoman
may I ask, Mr.
Please
Chair?
proceed, Congresswoman Castro.
Mr. Chair, may I ask the action of the committee first on my motion, Mr. Chair, before we
We
intervene?
will rule on the motion first.
Okay.
Is there any second to the motion?
Mr. Chair, may I be recognized?
Duly seconded. Is there any objection?
Mr. Chair,
Hearing none, the motion is
I
carried.
was recognized earlier before any action may be taken by the court, by the chair. Why is it that I am not allowed to speak?
Congressman Marcoleta, there is a pending motion. We just acted
Yes,
on the
but
pending
before
motion
that
first.
motion can be taken up, because this is about the liberty of an individual. May I be heard?
Yes, you will be heard, Congressman Marcoleta, but we just acted on the motion. Now, Congresswoman Castro, please, could you please answer the query of Congressman Marcoleta?
I have not yet asked the
Yan,
question, Mr.
Makikita mo talaga kung gaano kabayas ang chair, kung gaano kabayas ang kongreso na to, no? Dahil bago pa nag-rule, nagsalita na si Congressman Marcoleta. Pagkatapos, iro-roll daw muna, hindi na pinatapos sa salita niya.
Chair.
Okay,
I
please
am trying to
continue.
explain my point.
Please continue, Congressman Marcoleta.
Because in the totality of evidence, as stated by Honorable Castro, there is an existing case, Mr. Chair. Ong versus Senate, GR number 257401, which says that the court ruled that the determination of whether a testimony was false or evasive requires an assessment of the totality of evidence presented to determine whether a witness speaks truthfully or merely trying to evade answering the question directly. So I am asking, Mr. Chair, how was the totality of evidence assessed, if ever it was assessed? Ano po yung pinagbatayan? I think we deserve to know how the assessment was made. This concerns the liberty of an individual. Under the Constitution, no one should be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. I think Attorney Lopez deserves to be heard. Ano po yung assessment na ginawa ng chair o ng committee? Kasi po, ang nabasa ko lang o nakita ko, Mr. Chair, sa Attorney Lopez wrote the COA explaining the position of the OBP that the audit observation memo is not conclusive, which means, Mr. Chair, Attorney Lopez is merely explaining the nature of an audit observation memo. If I were the lawyer of the OBP, I would have done the same, because I think the very nature of the AOM, it is not final and executory. Why would the COA abdicate its mandate of auditing the transaction or the funds utilization of the OBP? Why would the committee, Mr. Chair, arrogate upon itself the very mandate and responsibility of the Commission on Audit? Article 9D, Section 2, Paragraph 1 of the 1987 Constitution, Mr. Chair, I will read. The Commission on Audit shall have the power, authority, and the duty to examine, audit, and settle all accounts pertaining to the revenue and receipts of and expenditures or uses of funds and property. Mr. Chair, this constitutional provision jives with Section 25, Paragraph 2 of Presidential Decree 1445 or the State Audit Code of the Philippines, which says, to develop and implement a comprehensive audit program that shall encompass an examination of financial transactions, accounts, and reports, including evaluation of compliance with applicable laws and regulations. Meaning to say, Mr. Chair, the mandate and authority to audit accounts on the expenses or expenditures of government is only the COA. I believe it is my respectful submission, Mr. Chair, that this committee usurped that particular mandate and that will now put the Commission on Audit positions in a compromise, Mr. Chair. How will you now assess the authority, the integrity, and the mandate? It is an independent constitutional body which mandate rests upon them. And I think the audit observation memo, Mr. Chair, is still under process by the committee, by the Commission on Audit. Why would we take that responsibility from the Commission on Audit? Why don't we allow the process to proceed and complete that investigation? I am raising a constitutional issue before this committee, Mr. Chair. We cannot arrogate upon ourselves the principal mandate reposed to the COA. It is the Constitution itself which gave them that responsibility, that authority and mandate. Where in Article 7 of the Philippine Constitution, which is the grant of legislative power, can this committee arrogate upon itself that particular mandate? I would like that question to be answered, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Marcoleta. The Chair would like to recognize the Honorable Congressman Paduan.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, just to clear it out with regards to the jurisprudence that's cited by the Honorable Marcoleta with regards to Ong versus Senate, that is true. No, that the resolution of the Supreme Court favors Lincoln Ong, but that is a question of due process because Lincoln Ong was that time was cited in contempt. Now, question the case of
Mr. Chair, I direct the question to you.
I am not yet finished my manifestation or answer the query of the Honorable Marcoleta. Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair, was the Honorable...
Ayan ano, hindi makasagot si Chua, binigay kay Paduano. Samantala gusto ni Congressman Marcoleta ng chair ang sasagot kasi chair nga naman siya eh. Doon siya ang tinatanong.
Congressman Marcoleta, we
Mr. Chairman.
recognize.
Mr. Chairman, I have
Mr.
authorized.
Paduano, you have
question was addressed to...
Yan, pinatayan na naman.
Congressman Marcoleta, let me first recognize Congressman Paduano.
Before you answer, before you recognize him,
Congressman Marcoleta, you are out of order.
I deserve, Mr. Chair, an answer.
1 minute suspension declared by Chair. To answer the question of the Honorable Marcoleta with respect to the totality of acts of Attorney Lopez, the Chair already explained it clearly in my opening remarks. And I will read Congressman Marcoleta. While Attorney Lopez presented herself as respectful or courteous, nakita po ng committee na ang kanyang mga sagot at mga pagkilos mula sa mag-umpisa ng inquiry nito ay evasive, uncooperative, and unfruitful. Ang suma total at kabuuan ng kanyang mga acts and responses ultimately convinced the committee that Attorney Lopez was guilty of interfering in and frustrating Congress' exercise of its power of legislative inquiry. Halimbawa, isolated incident lang daw ang kanyang pagtanggal kay Yusek Gloria Mercado sa DepEd, subalit napaamin rin siya adlaunan na may mga iba pa siyang mga tinatanggal na opisyal sa DepEd kahit na hindi siya opisyal nito. Paulit-ulit din pong sinabi ni Attorney Lopez na wala siyang alam sa utilization ng Confi Fund ng OBP. Paulit-ulit ito na sagot. Subalit may mga dokumento at ebidensya kagaya na lamang ng mga sulat sa COA at testimonya mismo ng iba pa nitong resource persons na nagtuturo kay Attorney Lopez bilang involved hindi lang sa pag-request ng Confi Fund kundi pati na rin sa utilization at liquidation nito. Inamin ni Attorney Lopez na sila ng kanyang assistant COS na si Limuel Ortonio ang nakalagda sa sulat sa COA patungo sa liquidation ng confidential funds. Inamin niya rin na nag-issue siya ng isa pang sulat na tinatangkang pigilan ng COA sa pag-comply sa isang subpoena mula sa kongresong ito. Ilang beses rin po nakatanggap ang komite ng mga iba pang sulat mula kay Atty. Lopez na tumatangging humarap sa komite on the basis of the same grounds na kanyang inilahad sa sulat ng COA. Kung titignan po ang totality of Atty. Lopez acts, malinaw na mayroong clear, persistent, and willful attempt to interfere, frustrate, and defeat the inquiry undertaken by the committee, at dahil dito ay nahatulan siya ng contempt under Section 11F of our Rules of Procedure governing inquiries in aid of legislation. During the course of the hearing, Atty. Lopez was asked, tinanong po siya kung sila po ay nagsampa ng kaso dito po sa Supreme Court, dito po sa request ng Kamara para humingi po ng mga dokumento, at sinabi po niya ay hindi. Ang app po ng Congress, ito po yung nadesisyonan na noong nakaraang committee hearing, at kung meron man pong question sa constitutionality na ginagawa po ng Kamara, at anytime po pwede po tayong mag-question sa Supreme Court via petition for certiorari. Maraming salamat po, Congressman Marcoleta.
Mr. Chair, yun nga po yung tinatanong ko sa inyo kanina kung paano ginanap yung assessment ng totality of evidence. Sapagkat kung napansin po ninyo, isinama po yung di umano ay pagtatanggal ng ibang kawani ng
Ayan na yung question yung due process. Wala daw due process yung ginagawa ni Atty. Zulaika Lopez. Pero ito, i-raise din niya yung issue niya na ginawa ng Congress. May due process ba yung ginawa ng Congress, yung pagtanggal sa kanya ng sa kanyang membership sa mga committee? Ayan, pakinggan po natin.
Wala yatang ang pagkakatingin ko po sa mga minutes ay wala pong due process na pinagtatanggal po sila. Isa po yun yata sa ebidensya na ipinasok ninyo sa totality. Tama po ba?
Siya lamang po yun sa mga napag-usapan po.
Gusto ko lamang pong puntuhan yun sapagkat ako po bilang isa, tinanggal po ako sa lahat ng aking committee. Hindi ko man lang po alam kung ano yung kasalanan ko. I was not even informed. The first element of due process is notice. I was not notified. What did I do wrong? Wala po. Pero pinagtatanggal po ako, tinanggap ko naman eh. Pero wala pong due process. Yung po ang gusto kong ipaintindi rin. Pati nga po yung membership ko sa Commission on Appointments na wala namang kinalaman dito sa gawain natin sa Kongreso, tinanggal din po ako ron. Meron po bang due process? Tingnan po ninyo yung ginawa niyang sulat.
Point of order, Mr. Chairman, point of order.
What is the point of order?
Ano yung ginagawa nila pag para hindi makapagpaliwanag ng maayos si Congressman Marcoleta, point of order, pinuputol.
Mr. Chairman, the good gentleman is not under investigation in this committee, and we are investigating other matter. If you wanted to be investigating
Mr.
that
Chair,
matter, I think, Mr. Chairman,
I
this is not
still
the
have
right
the
point of
floor,
order.
Mr. Chair.
I still have the floor, Mr.
What is the point of order?
The point of order.
1 minute
Pwede po bang
suspension.
tigilan ng isang nagsasalita?
Kala mo kung sino ito si Dan Fernandez, ano? Pinuputol lang nila yung pagpapaliwanag ni Kong Marcoleta para masakit sa tinga nila yung ginagawa ng point of order.
Mr. Chair, while you are suspended, may we respectfully request that all the
Dito nga pala sa video na ito, mga kaibigan, para lang masuportahan ni VP Sara yung mga tauhan niya sa OVP, napilitan po siyang mag-take ng oath dito, mga kaibigan, kasi hindi siya i-recognize pag hindi siya nag-take ng oath. Kaya napilitan po siya para masuportahan niya yung mga tauhan, mga kawani ng OVP.
employees of the Office of the Vice President sit together so that we can easily confer with each other, because the other employees are quite few seats away from us. So we want to sit together so that we can confer easily with each other. Please. Thank you.
May I proceed, Mr. Chair?
Committee hearing resumes. Mr. Chair.
May I continue, Mr. Chair? Mr. Chair, the point of
Congressman
order,
Acop is recognized.
with the indulgence of the Honorable Marcoleta.
Ayaw na nila pagsalitain si Kong Marcoleta. Dito, trinatin siya ni Kong Acop na i-declare na tawag dito, out of order para kung sakali pwede siyang palabasin.
Mr. Chair, I think we might as well agree to disagree with one another here. Bago po tayo magpatuloy. Di po ba?
Yes, I agree, Congressman Acop.
So, we follow our rules. The Honorable Marcoleta is a member of this Congress, so he knows the rules and he is obligated to follow the rules. Otherwise, he'll be declared out of order and be taken out of this room. So, for all of us, members of Congress, let's follow the House rules. That's why they are there, for orderly proceedings. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Acop. We will now proceed to the next item in our agenda.
Yun ang ano nila, ginawa. Ayan, para hindi na makapagsalita si Kong Marcoleta. Siyempre, i-declare siya, majority sila dyan eh. One against isang congressman laban sa buong committee. Wala kang magagawa talaga.
Wala na po
Mr.
tayong...
Chair, respectfully, may I say something?
Yes, Honorable.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
Honorable Vice
Mr. Chair.
President, before I recognize you, would you like to take your oath? I will only recognize you if you will take your oath.
Okay,
Okay.
let's do this.
Please administer the oath of the Honorable Vice President.
Your Honor, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this inquiry, so help you God? The oath has been administered, Your Honors.
Thank you. I will
Ito, maganda na naman to. Nagkagirian na naman po sila dito.
recognize you now,
Okay.
Honorable Vice President.
Yes. Mr. Chair, the position of Undersecretary and Assistant Secretaries and other appointed positions are positions of trust and confidence by the appointing authority. The resignation letters of the
Dito, ang ibig lang sabihin ni BP Inday dito, nag-go question kayo ng due process. Ang sinisisi niyo si Atty. Zulaika Lopez na samantalang ang presidente naman ang nag-approve ng resignation ng mga asset at saka assets. Ba't yung sinisi kay Atty. Zulaika Lopez? Yun ang gusto niya ipahiwatig.
sex and assets of DepEd were accepted by the appointing authority. And who is that? Mr. Chair, the President of the Republic of the Philippines.
Yes.
It is not the Secretary of the Department of Education. So you ask the President of the Republic of the Philippines why he accepted the resignation of the USEX and the ASEX.
What is the point, Honorable Vice President?
Ang sinasabi ko sa inyo, bakit nyo kine-question ang due process? Tanungin nyo ang appointing authority, bakit niya tinanggap ang resignation letter?
Madam Vice President,
Yes, sir.
we will, wala pa po tayo dun sa usapin na yun.
Sa anong usapin,
Later po sa binabanggit po ninyo.
Sa anong
Wala pa po tayo sa period of interpellation. Bubuksan ko pa lamang po ang period of interpellation.
Yes sir, nandun na kayo sa topic. Hindi po tayo nag-i-interpellation ngayon.
Madam Vice President,
Bago pa matapos ang video na ito mga kabayan, huwag po niyong kalimutan i-pindot yung subscribe button dyan at saka notification bell para updated kayo sa aking mga video at i-like ang video natin. Okay? Maraming salamat po.
nag-uusap po muna ang mga miyembro.
Yes,
So,
sir.
please do respect yung
Yes,
mga...
I am very respectful. I am dovetailing from Congressman Marcoleta. The appointing authority is the President of the Republic of the Philippines. Why are you questioning due process in a discussion of resignation of USEX and ASEX?
Wala pa pong nagtatanong about that, Madam Vice President.
Sir, sir, dinetain nyo na yung tao for due process.
Madam Vice President,
Sir, nasa loob ng detention ang tao because you question due process. Asaan ang explanation ng due process ninyo doon? Nasaan?
Madam Vice
Tinanong
President,
kita kanina, I'm sorry sir, tinanong kita kanina, sino ang appointing authority? Yusek ng ASEC, anong sagot mo? Secretary. Hindi mo alam.
hindi pa po ako sumasagot.
Hindi mo, nakita kita, sumagot. Camera. Kita kita sumagot. Sinabi mo secretary. Hindi nyo alam lahat na ang nag-a-appoint ay president.
Suspension is declared by the chair.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Chair.
may I be
Yes, Madam Vice
Yes.
President.
You need to reconsider that extension of your detention. It was illegal in the first place. You asked the president why he accepted the resignation. Do not ask due process.
Mr. Chairman, yes, Congressman Paduano. Congressman Nakop.
Mr. Chair, Madam Vice President, if you have any question insofar as the actions of this committee are concerned, I think the proper remedy is for you to go to the court.
Sir, I will go to court.
Opo, pero
Oo,
that is
pero
your-
araw-araw, you are depriving a person of her liberty while I await.
That is precisely the point, ma'am. If our action of detaining your chief of staff is against the law, I think the proper remedy, and I think you're a lawyer,
Yes, sir.
the proper remedy is to go to the court.
Sir, do you really want to show the Filipino people kung anong kaalaman ninyo sa batas?
Ang sinasabi ko lang po ay sundin
Oo.
po natin yung batas.
Kaya nga, sir, sundin natin yung
Kasi
batas.
nandito po kayo dito sa bahay ng Kongreso.
Yes, sir. Sundin natin yung batas. Why will you penalize, punish Yusek Lopez for an act of the president?
Madam Vice President, that is the decision of the committee as a whole. Sana po respetuhin po ninyo.
Yes, sir.
Kung meron pong
Okay.
remedy, alam naman po ninyo bilang abogado na tama po yung sinasabi ni Congressman Acob, pwede po tayong mag-file ng relief sa
Okay,
court.
sige,
Ayan po, maraming salamat sa panonood.
sir. Tinutulungan ko lang kayo, sir, kasi napapahiya ang Pilipinas. Ganito pa ang House of Representatives. Tinutulungan ko lang kayo.
Maraming salamat po, Madam Vice President.